morning, Vietnam.
Morning.
I don't know. Every time I say good morning, I think Robin Williams. But welcome back to the Daily
R.I.P.
Chronicle, the more in common Daily Chronicle, where we seek to chronicle our day, our journey, our efforts to balance all things that are important to us, all our priorities, from having two young children, families, to having a full-time job, and building two businesses, and other hobbies and things like Dungeons and Dragons and dogs and cats and
all of it.
Total anarchy. So today, what we really wanted to get into is communication.
My name is Rodney. And that dude.
It's something I'll forever forget to do, is introduce myself as Keith, because I just forget to do it.
Sorry, we'll get there. I'm feeding my animals right now, so they don't eat me or my children.
We're balancing all of the things again. It always seems to be like we're doing something else, except
that's
kind of the method, right? That's the method to the madness.
I think we'll talk about multitasking one day.
Yeah,
how we feel about it,
and what it actually means to multitask, and where it's appropriate for most focus. Yeah.
So you had a topic you wanted to talk about today.
Today we're going to talk about communication, but not generally how, not like communicating effectively, but modes of communication and the difference within. I don't know if you've thought about it much. Not you, Rodney, audience. But one of the things that comes up for us often is, you have your different modes of communication, but we both do them very differently, right? So you've got text, you've got IM, you've got email, you've got phone. Am I missing anything?
I'll say instant message. So you got Skype, you've got Teams, you've got Slack, Discord, like all the different things that you can send instant messages on.
Yeah, and if you've ever been a part of any organization and realized, like, sometimes people get back to you in certain things.
And actually, you got to add DM too, because social media, a lot of people message through DM.
I don't do that. And understanding not just, what's the best way to get a hold of somebody, but oftentimes it's a matter of perspective. So as an example would be email. I respond to email much faster than most things. I've been using email for however long, and the reason for it is email is organized. Text is not. IM has gotten better, especially in Teams if you use Microsoft Teams, but still, email is the most organized because I can control its organization.
For you,
I can file it. For me, though. But Rodney, on the other hand.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends, but it depends on what you're trying to do. If you want a quick response from me, then text is going to be the quickest. Email is probably the slowest for me. Email is the least prioritized for me because I don't like the way it's used. I think people use it for micro communication where you could just pick up the phone and call somebody. I like calls. You can call me.
Yeah, I like calls too. I actually prefer calls. But interesting on text, and this is the alternative of this. I think of text as emergency only. And so if I look at a text thread and there's nothing in there that says, "Hey, I need help right now, ASAP," I'm not going to respond to it. But if someone else uses text as I need quick response, I'm not the guy to text. Don't text me, because I'm not going to give you a quick response.
Wait, but given that you say you use it for urgency, wouldn't that be your?
But I say emergency, family stuff, I need 9. I will get to my texts probably slower than I get to my email, unless it's flashing.
But that's interesting. I mean, but I know this. So when I need you. When I need you to look at something, I email it to you, even though I know that if you email me back, I'm not going to see it. I probably won't see it right away.
And I know when I email you back, and this is the point of today's, this is the point of our discussion today, right? When I email Rodney back, I know I'm not going to get an immediate response. I know it might be a couple of days, so I never email them anything that I actually need a response to right away. I'll shoot them a text, and I'll tell them, hey, I emailed you with a whole bunch of stuff because I don't want to transcribe that over text, or I'll just text you what I need.
Yeah. And I think also I am, especially now that it's a lot more searchable. I love it. Quick in and out, quick hit conversations, can determine that if I need to make a call, and then most of them I can start a call from the app. That's money for me.
Yeah. No, I've started to really enjoy IM more, especially over Microsoft Teams for all of those reasons. But I still tend to process IM more as a chatting function. Like, hey, can we quickly resolve this? Versus, hey, I need this later, right? Or it's not a, hey, it's got to be quick resolve. Like there's something that needs to be resolved ASAP. I'll respond to IM faster than text.
And then there's the video call. I actually like video calls.
Yeah,
they've grown on me over the last 6 months.
Yeah. I think the whole point here is like sometimes we get frustrated when other people don't communicate the way we communicate through each medium because we expect it based on whatever our expectations are.
What our own preferences.
And I think for Rodney and I, it's been super helpful. We've had to talk about this a lot to really understand in our business, how do we maximize communication through all of these mediums? And now, it's a big challenge in how do we start introducing people into that process? And
new team members.
Yeah. And that'll be something we talk about later because we're still working and navigating that. But it's something to consider and something to think about. So, I mean, we got to wrap today, but
what's your preferred mode of communication? Put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Curious. What's to learn? Have a good day.
Hey, days. Back out.